What's up, YouTube? This is your man Big E from ebonyandivoryreptiles, man. I'm here with my man Joey Cassar from the Morph Depot. We just gonna get into this, man. This is gonna be a fun interview. This guy been showing me snakes for about the last hour. Crazy stuff he got in here, man. Like some exclusive stuff. We ain't gonna give you all the secrets, but I'm telling you right now, just be on the lookout. Follow his stuff. If you're not following, all his stuff gonna be in the description below. But man, we're gonna get into this, man. So just tell us about yourself, man.
I've been breeding snakes for about 7 years. I got my first ball python when I was 17.
Okay.
I went and bought it from the pet store. My mom was pissed.
Yeah.
She looked down the hallway and all she saw was a beautiful tank lit up.
So you would have bought it on your own? And
yeah,
just
she got so mad. She made me get a job. And I'm going to spend my first paycheck on a ball python.
Yeah, for sure.
But I did grow up on property, so I was catching lizards, snakes.
Gotcha.
I was herping my whole life.
Yeah.
Grew up on 10 acres up in Northern California by Tahoe. Caught king snakes, played with rattlesnakes, played with, all kinds of different reptiles. We had a blast growing up on the property, going through ponds, netting minnows and frogs, diving in there. We did some crazy stuff I would never do now.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I got some common sense.
Yeah, so you've been in it for a minute then. So since day one, you've been loving the reptiles.
Day one, I've always loved. I started breeding 7 years ago when my son was 1. And then when he was around 2-ish, he started holding his first baby, 3, 4. So he grew up, and now he has the same passion. He loves the reptiles.
Yeah.
He makes me, let him pull all the snakes off the eggs. He doesn't let me do it anymore.
Right.
That's the best part.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. My my oldest, she's 11. But my younger daughter, she's 4. But she loves them, though. She probably loves them more than the rest of my kids do.
Okay.
So it's good to always have the kids involved, man. So the Morph Depot, right? So where did that come about? Where'd that name come from?
All right, so I got my master's in business, actually. Master's in business and marketing. And I had, actually, this is something I don't know if you knew. I opened Golden State Rodents about 5 years ago. We had 60 Freedom Breeder racks in this huge facility.
Yeah.
We were producing close to 40,000 rodents a month.
Wow.
Well, what they don't tell you is, when you open your own business, what can go wrong will go wrong.
Right.
No matter what. It's only a matter of time. So, one issue after another, we ended up, it was just rough business to produce 40,000 rats, sell, just as many. We had a big deep freezer we could walk in. Well, it was packed full, and we're getting ready to make a big sell.
Yeah.
Over, quite a bit of inventory, the deep freezer goes out. Loses
Oh,
all the inventory. It was heartbreaking.
Jeez.
Well, at the time, we found property in Northern California, 15 acres.
Yeah.
It was perfect. We were going to build a facility there, my house there, we're good. Well, after we closed down the rodents, we're like, we're done with this. Well, come to find out, we were spread thin. We should have, I wanted to start off a lot smaller, but, my dad was like, if I'm going to invest, we got to go big.
Yeah.
We went to see Freedom Breeder. Jesse is great at Freedom Breeder. Love you, Jesse.
Oh, yeah.
He sold my dad on the big image, the big picture. He's like, my dad's like, oh, they're doing this, we can do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, it was too much for us. They're professionals. I was still breeding for 3 years. I had my rodents. I would have been fine with about 15, 20 racks.
Right.
But, everything worked out how it was supposed to. I was like, I need a new brand. I see, and there's nothing wrong with like people doing their names and like snakes, but I wanted something that set me apart. And I looked at like Morph Inc. That would have been a sweet one, like Monsters Inc. A little wordplay on that, but I think the Instagram was taken. There's no follow. They had no followers. The Instagram and Facebook.
Right.
I wasn't messing with that.
Right.
So I was trying to think of wordplays on a couple businesses, and like Home Depot's my favorite stores. I know most of you guys who are watching love Home Depot for building your racks and all your reptile needs. So Home Depot's a good one. So I was like, Morph Depot, come to me if you want all the morphs. I worked with the majority of the genetics. Yeah. So it ended up, I liked it. I knew I needed a nice clean logo, so I got my logo created. It was actually, I forget who did it. He's actually anyways, he was a big time snake breeder. And he kind of closed down his snake business, and now he does like more big business and investing in stock market. But he's the one who did my logo, and it worked out great. It's a good brand.
It's a nice logo too.
And so I appreciate that. And so that's kind of how it came about. From the rodent business to that, it was a long journey to get to this point.
Gotcha. Okay. You did the whole thing with your pops and family as far as the rest go. Now with the snakes, and all that. Is it just you, or do you?
Snakes is all me.
That's just
this
you.
is just
Okay.
me. No one's invested in my snakes. This is all. Once we sold off all the racks, my dad got all his money back. So we've been, you know, I've been slowly growing the last 7 years, not investing tons of money.
Right.
This year, actually, I kind of revamped. Not about 6 to 8 months ago, I kind of revamped everything. Let go a lot of nice 5'6" jean bongo girls that hurt my heart, but I used that money and I kind of parlayed it into a collection purchase.
Okay.
In that collection, there was a few clown breeder girls. There's 10 het clown breeder girls and a few het pied breeder girls. All big girls. All girls that are, finished quarantine and raising up until for October, November to go to my nice pied and my nice clown holdbacks. So, I got that collection, and then at the same time I was still hatching animals. So I sold off pretty much every hatchling I produced. And then my other friend, she's like, hey, I'm done with the hobby. I want to sell out. I got 60 animals. Are you interested in it? And I was like, well, I'm interested in like 40 of them. I don't need males. I was like, I need those 40 breeder girls kind of thing. So she cut me a deal. I was able to get all the breeder girls from her. And so that kind of put me around my number at like 85, 90 breeder girls.
Okay.
And so it's just been a kind of slow revamp this last year. I got all brand new males besides the ones I held back. I got probably 6 or 7 powerful males. We'll start with the Super Orange Dream Bongo Het Clown. I actually produced this boy.
Nice.
Super Orange Dream Bongo Yellow Belly Lesser Het Clown. He's actually one of my favorite boys I ever produced. I just like the clean look of Bongo. I have quite a bit of Bongo in my collection. I'm working on Bongo Pieds right now and Bongo Clowns with this boy. So I can't wait to actually see the end product of a Bongo. I don't think I've ever seen a Bongo Pied, especially with Yellow Belly or the Cinnamon Orange Dream.
Right.
It's gonna be some fun stuff.
Man.
And then this is kind of, I'll show off this one. No. This is kind of, this is one of my other favorites. This is a Clown Pied boy. I got him from Jason Amos. He's going to quite that's probably, all right, redo. All right, so this is a Clown Pied. He's one of my favorite boys. I know he's just a Clown Pied, but he's going to Candino, he's going to Hypo, Killer Bee, he's going to Hypo, Mojave, Inchy. So he's going to be making triple heads and quad heads just to hold back to have some, fun projects, down the road.
And that's where it's at. If you don't have recessives in your collection, you're missing out right now.
As I was telling Big E over here, he's going to a Banana, Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Calico, Black Pastel girl. So it's going to be powerful double heads. I was contemplating on pairing that girl to this boy, which is a Cypress, Fire, Cine, Yellow Belly Clown. Possible spot nose. I don't think he has spot nose though, but so Cypress, Fire, Cine, Yellow Belly Clown. This is probably my biggest investment. I got him from Bob Vu. It was a partial trade of like 15 LeBron rookie cards and some cash. So
beautiful. That's a y'all. I mean, I don't even hold it like y'all. I don't know if y'all can really see. I mean, the iPhone camera is good, but I don't know if it's that good. Like this snake is crazy.
I feel like the cinnamon kind of, I don't want to say ruins it, kind of makes it that like little brownish color. If cinnamon wasn't in here, it'd be a lot more red.
Yeah.
So my goal is just to make this and pull out the cinnamon and add some, other brightening genes like,
got you.
Inchy or lesser. I feel like that super pastel bamboo clown girl would be good to this boy, but I don't know. She's reserved for someone else. And then this boy. He's a Wookie Yellow Belly. He has a het clown, he has a big breeder clown, Inchy Lesser waiting for him. And he has a Fire Pied waiting for him. So he's about 50 to 100 grams short. He's a pretty big boy. But I feel like the Wookie, there's still a lot of potential in it. The combos I see, there are a lot of, I just love how busy it is.
It's so dark and it's rich. Like, it's not like just dark. It's like, I
like animals with like that you can see the dark and the contrast, and it really just actually pops. I like the darker animals with like with the lighter tint to it. So like that GHI Pied, like the black color.
Exactly. What you looking for, most excited for the next season too?
So the biggest clutch that just had was that banana orange dream yellow belly inchy pied to that pastel leopard pied.
Okay.
That was my most anticipated clutch. I do have that same boy, and he bred like an inchy het pied. He bred like a 7,000 gram. She's monster. I gotta show you her. She gave me like 15 eggs, and then she's het pied. So it's gonna be a lot of banana
Is that
pied.
the Mojave?
No, you didn't see this girl
I didn't
yet.
see this one?
No, you're gonna. She's bigger than the Mojave.
Jeez.
Twice the size
Yeah,
of the
that
Mojave.
Mojave's ridiculous.
She's twice the size of the Mojave, and she already laid.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's a big girl. I like them bigger.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, why do you have basic like I have a 5,000 gram Mojave and a 5,000 gram lemon blast. Like, why don't you sell those and upgrade? I'm like, man, how do you pass up two?
Right.
It's like 2 clutches for the price of one every time. 15,
exactly,
14 eggs.
Yeah, no 6 egg clutches out of those.
No way. My biggest one, she's about to drop. It's a banana orange dream, inchy yellow belly pied het hypo boy, and I paired him back to his daughter from 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
She's a banana orange dream inchy fire het pied, possible het hypo.
Mm-hmm.
So if I hit, it could be super orange dream, super banana, fire yellow belly, super inchy, hypo pied. So I don't really know what's going on with her totally. So we'll find out with this cut. She drops. She's due literally any day. She already had day 30
That's
today. So
I hope you get some hypo pies, man. Oh man, I hope so.
and you'll be over here shopping.
I hope so, man.
Bring grocery bag, Walmart bag, stock this baby
I hope
up.
you get some hypo pies, man, because I love hypo pies, but the super orange dream leopard inchy stuff that Ozzy's been putting out,
Epic.
It's ridiculous, man.
I don't think that's like in-game pied stuff because you can't top that.
Right?
There's no way. And that's what I found out.
Where do you go from there?
When I got that boy,
Yeah.
exactly. Where do you go from there? Like
where
I
do you
got
go?
that badass boy from Ozzy, that banana orange and yellow
Okay.
inchy pie, and I was, when I paired, I was like pastel Leo. If I hit a stacked boy, I'm like that's in game, So it's the double heads, the triple heads.
Yeah.
See, that's where you got to put it into it.
Yeah.
So he's breeding his fair share of hypo and clown girls as well. That boy. So
that's gonna be nice, man.
that's the only way. That's the only way you can improve upon that, even if you can. You really can't improve upon that. That hypo pie, super orange dream, that's already the best.
It's not getting no better than that, man.
No way.
So how many snakes you got right now, and how big do you want to be, or is this where you kind of see yourself?
So I got about 130 snakes right now, not including any of the babies in the incubator. I got about 100 eggs in the incubator. I got 2 incubators fired up. A lot more eggs coming. And breeders, so 130 snakes. I got about 40 holdbacks. I got 20 males and about 80, 90 breeder females, somewhere around there. I do want to downsize actually.
Yeah.
After this season, my goal was to make quite a few triple hets, quad hets, and then just really focus on my pies and clowns. That's it. Yeah, I'll have my miscellaneous, hypo girl here or there, but I feel like after I make the triple hets, quad hets, I can sell off, a lot of those girls, a lot of my basic girls, and just strictly focus on pies, clowns, hypos, and I'm also working tri-stripe pretty heavily as well. So I'm just making a lot of nice banana het tri-stripe combos.
Yeah.
I got an albino tri-stripe male, and I feel like, I don't know if you ever saw the banana tri-stripe combos. They're just so beautiful. They're super vibrant. So I got him breeding a banana Huffman Mystic Pastel.
Okay.
I got him breeding a banana spider female as well, and then an albino girl. And I'm considering throwing the albino tri-stripe to a maybe like a not a G-stripe. Sorry, I'm heavy invested in G-stripe.
Right.
I'm making a lot of G-stripe, double het G-stripe clown stuff, and then triple het G-stripe clown pied stuff. I really want to kind of pull albino out of the tri-stripe and maybe add hypo or desert. I'm waiting for you to produce those DG. This guy over here is going to produce his Desert Ghost clown stuff. So I'm waiting for him to make me one of those.
I'm waiting to make him.
We're going to fight him. He's about twice my size, so
I'm waiting
to whoop my butt. I will fight for him.
I'm waiting to make him, man. That boy is going to work already. He got the leopard clown girl and then the pastel head clown girl. So, hopefully, either one on that.
That's going to be sweet stuff, though. Every one of those.
Yeah, it's going to be nice, man. It's going to be some nice stuff. So you want to condition your collection a little bit. Is that mainly because it's just you working this thing, or? So
the work isn't hard. I'm actually a stay-at-home dad. I'm a 100% disabled veteran.
Gotcha.
So I have time. I have time to put into the animals, but I feel like the way the hobby's going, the industry's going, I just kind of want to streamline, really streamline. I love pieds and I love clowns, And the thing that I'm starting to really realize is you can't work everything. As much as you want to, you can't.
Sure.
Especially when you're making all those quad heads, triple heads, double heads. Your space is gonna be limited real fast.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So I figured after this year, after I make all my all my het stuff, and kind of just stash it.
Yeah.
You know, just really focus on all my visual pies and visual clown combos, and kind of just have fun with that. You know, I have bongo, bambo. I have all the genes in clown and pie that I want to work already, so I can just kind of focus on that. There's one gene that I'm getting, and I'm gonna get it, Jason Amos. I know you're watching this, Jason. I'm gonna get that stranger pie or stranger clown, or maybe the stranger double het from you. So I don't know which one I'm buying yet, but I gotta get one of them because I feel like stranger is just one of those dark genes that goes good with GHI leopard. It's just a beautiful, beautiful combo.
It's a nice gene, man. I want one so bad. I do. So I hope you get it, because then that way in a year or 2 years from now I get one from you, because I definitely want to get a stranger into the project. And that makes a lot of sense though, because even me by myself, still working for the military, it's just like I don't want to get too big, because I could do it, but at the same time it's like I've got that. The Desert Ghost Clown project that I really love, and then
that's 20 holdback females, bring it to 4 or 5 girls.
So I'm like that is my main focus right here. Is Desert Ghost and Clown, those 2 projects, and I love my hypo stuff though too. So I really want to put my spot nose clown male to some my super entry lesser hypo girl, and then my Mojave hypo girl.
That's gonna be nice double heads right there.
So
Mojave spot nose double heads. That's powerful stuff.
Yeah. So I gotta get some spot nose, like I told you earlier, some spot nose head clown females, because all I have is spot nose male. So you gotta have spot nose in there. Yeah. For one, give one so a word of advice on like one thing that you would do for the beginning, and if you could start all over and rebuild your collection, what would be the first thing that you dove into as far as project wise?
Ooh, man, I got a lot of things to share to the new breeders out there. All right, so this is the most cliche one, but it's breed what you like. But seriously, that is what you got to do. Like, if you're making a bunch of snakes that aren't visually appealing to you, I feel like you'll lose the interest a lot faster. But if you're producing, for example, I love pieds. Hands down pied, orange dream, yellow belly pieds, one of my favorite snakes. For me, when I got that boy, I'd never been more excited. The banana orange dream, yellow belly pied, I was, oh my gosh, this is the holy grail to me. And when every baby that came out since, I've loved every single one. So, and it's made the hobby a lot more fun when you're making stuff that you like, and you're like are proud to show off your animals, and you take a sense of pride when you produce like really stuff that hits home with you, because then you're more willing to share it, you're willing to talk about it. So produce what you like is number one. Don't be afraid to grind and put in that time. Make your own heads. Raise up your heads.
Right.
You know, it's not hard to buy a clown boy and a hypo girl. Now you got double het clown hypos to raise up. Yep. And then you know, in 3 years, you buy a sweet clown hypo stacked male and you pair it to these girls. So, you know, that's kind of my words of advice.
I saw Ozzy. He posted I'm gonna have to put Ozzy's info at the bottom of this YouTube video. We didn't say his name so much. 5 times.
Love you, Ozzy.
Who's this guy using my name? My bad, man. My bad. Hey, but he posted up a picture of I think it was a DG. It was a DG pod, Super Orange Dream Leopard DG pod. And he wrote on there, he was like 8 years in the making. And I'm like, whoo, shoot, 8 years. Like.
But what's crazy is, right, if he decides to sell one of those males, 15 grand, you just skipped 8 years.
Yeah.
So no one saw the 8 years of Ozzy's grind in the background for this end goal that someone could just buy into and skip all that time. So there's nothing, you know, there's so many different ways to do this hobby.
Oh yeah.
Just have fun. Like, that's my number one thing, is have fun. Like, me doing this interview with Big E is a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. We
showing off snakes is fun. So
having fun.
And then treat everyone, like, honestly, treat every breeder like they're a big time breeder. You know what I'm saying? You never know who, you know, if you say something bad to someone, you don't know if they're going to go talk to another breeder that you know and talk bad about you or talk crap about your collection. So just treat everyone, you know, with respect. And I'm not saying, you know, kiss their butts or anything, but you don't have to like put them on blast or, you know, just show respect and have fun. Like, have fun. Like, I have so many different friends, different walks of life, different countries, you know. I want to go to Thailand and go hang out with some of my friends. So it's a blast what this community does for one.
That's
you know.
Cool, man. That's cool. So that last part, if you could start all over again, what would be? I'll give you 2 genes. You can pick,
Do I have a budget? Do I have a budget? That's a
nah. You don't know. Yeah,
no budget.
No budget. Man, no budget. If you could go in right now, start all over. 2 genes that you're going in to put your, hang your head, your whole collection on. Right now, what are those 2 going to be?
All right. So the question: if I'm trying to make money, if I'm trying to just pure profit, you know what I'm saying? It'd be Stranger.
Okay.
And it'd be Monsoon. It's those 2. Just straight up, because Monsoon is the new untapped recessive.
Right.
Stranger is, the Kodam badass. Nothing wrong. If I'm doing profit, straight those 2.
Okay.
I guess even if I want to make sweet stuff, those 2 too. But if I wanted a more affordable thing, Clown Pied. Clowns and Pieds.
Yeah.
Pieds always sell. They always are visually appealing.
Yeah.
And clown stuff, the so wicked. Like if you just add like spot nose, leopard, any pattern enhancing stuff, man, it's fun. Okay. It's cool to hatch. Before we go, it's my goal snake, just because Sunset Clown. That's really one I want to get into. I've always kind of really liked Sunset, and then seeing Brad and Brock really drop these fire like Mojave, Yellow Belly, Sunsets. You're welcome for the free advertising.
Bro, that one that Brad Bull put up the other day, it was a Sunset. I don't even know what else was in it.
There was one with Mojave, Yellow Belly, Sunset. I don't know if Leopard was in it, but Mojave, Inchy, Yellow Belly, Sunset, or something along those lines.
It was sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
Because I've been waiting for something because I always thought Sunset, it was just brown. It wasn't appealing to me. But that one there, I would give my arm and a leg for, because that thing was bad.
And that's the cool part, like you see a Sunset, you're like, oh, I don't like that. But then you add Yellow Belly or Banana in there, you're like, oh my gosh, that's one of the best combos I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's a lot of genetics like that. So like Highway, you're looking at like gravel, you're like, whatever. You got Yellow Belly, now it's amazing. So don't be, another one last piece of advice, don't be afraid to do a pairing that hasn't been done, that you don't know how it's going to turn out. Someone has to do it. Someone has to do it. It may be epic. I just did the Banana Orange Dream Yellow Belly Inchy Pied to a Champagne. I knew Champagne Het Pieds, look visual. I killed the odds for, Orange Dream Yellow Belly Banana Champagnes, hit 3 of them. They're probably some of the prettiest animals I've ever seen.
Yeah, you'll see the clips.
Yeah, so I want to say thank you. This is my first interview. I really appreciate you coming over here and doing it for me.
For sure, man. And we'll do more. When I heard that, because the way I found out about you was Justin.
Yep, Justin.
Because I hit him up, and we're talking this and another. This when I was first getting into the game, and I'm like, dude, I got to link up with some people out here. Because you all the way over there, but dang, I'm like, dude, there's nobody in Reno. He was like, dude, I know a dude named Joey out there. And then he sent me your Facebook. He sent me your Facebook, and man, from then on, it was history, man. So yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you, sharing your story with us on how, and all the new breeders out there. Like I said, I'm brand new. I got eggs in the incubator that weren't even my eggs. The female was bred before I even got it.
Right.
So
they are your eggs, though. They are your eggs. They're your eggs, baby. They're your eggs.
Yeah, so I haven't produced nothing yet, but I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy coming in here, seeing all your stuff you got back here, man. Some crazy stuff. You guys you'll see the clips of some of the stuff, but you won't see everything because it's crazy. But
hopefully you can come do a follow-up video when those pieds shed, and you can share the pied stuff is awesome. It's just they're all in shed. They just hatched out a couple of the last 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, for sure. I'll come back and do something. And this won't be the last for sure. Go on to Instagram. If you got Instagram, go on Instagram. Follow the Morph Depot on Instagram. Also the what's the holdback rack. The holdback rack.
All right. So one more last thing. I made this Instagram page called the holdback rack. Anybody is welcome to submit their photo. It's free shout out. Just do a nice photo and please provide the genetics so people aren't guessing what it is. Yeah. And I'll give you a shout out and I will share it all over. So holdback rack. The holdback rack on Instagram. The holdback
rack. Not the like DA. The holdback rack. The Morph Depot. Hey, follow us Instagram. He's on Facebook. All that. Look him up. Follow him. He's got some crazy stuff, man. Tap in. But man, thank you for coming on with us, man, and we'll see all y'all next time.
See you later, everyone.
Peace.